Hello, my name is Amar Syed, and I chose the travel industry over this semester to study and work with. The company I will be choosing today will be United Airlines as a part of my essay and my video for extra credit. Regarding the question of topic of whether or not my company has succeeded in expanding internationally, I will make the argument for United Airlines that it has succeeded and it has done so very well in this video. For at least half a century, United Airlines have commanded a sense of dominance within the airline industry and the travel industry. United Airlines have also conducted multiple international reaches throughout the globe. Daily, they conduct 4,500 flights intercontinentally across 5 different continents. Out of the 210 locations listed as a destination on United Airlines, 120 of them are international and overseas. Therefore, this helps support the argument stating the fact that United has successfully expanded internationally across the globe. In the year 1929, United Airlines was founded by William E. Boeing and Frederick B. Rentschler. It was formerly founded under the name of United Aircraft Transport Corporation. The company would have a multi-service system, as it would provide both air manufacturing and flying transportation. United Aircraft Transport would slowly acquire different airline companies, specifically within the mailing industry. Then, United Aircraft Transportation Corporation would officially rebrand itself into United Airlines Incorporated by 1931. The main goal of this new company, now based in Chicago, Illinois, was to help provide management, organization, and successful coordination between the 4 mailing companies that it acquired in 1930. Though this was a very big leap for United Airlines, it officially had to disband its coalition of mailing companies by 1934 due to extreme pressure from congressional law. United Airlines would then have to rebrand itself as an independent company, changing its initial target of service. The company would then change directions, switching to national flights. The company's first big milestone was starting a flight from Chicago to San Francisco, and after that achievement, it then went from San Francisco to New York. Through these achievements and flights, United Airlines would start quickly gaining a reputation as a reliable form of travel throughout the country. United Airlines would start one of its biggest achievements in 1986 in terms of international expansion. United Airlines acquired a traveling route from Pan American Airways in 1986 that connected the United States to East Asia. This was one of the first big groundbreaking steps for United Airlines, as this connected it internationally across seas to a different continent. Just 4 years later, in 1990, United Airlines would once again make a huge achievement in its company. This time by acquiring another traveling route that connected the United States to London. Throughout the remainder of the 90s, United Airlines would make numerous acquisitions solely from Pan American Airways travel routes that were being sold off. By this point, United Airlines had a firm grip on the international market, connecting it domestically to internationally quite easily with all these travel routes it was acquiring from Pan American Airways. Going into the new millennium, after the extreme heights and success of the 1990s, United Airlines would face one of its biggest problems within the next millennium. The terrorist attack on September 11, 2001 would severely derail the progress and achievements that United Airlines had made throughout its course. Because of the terrorist attack, any flights were extremely disregarded and not trusted as safe to travel at all. This severely impacted United Airlines, as after a little over 1 year of the September 11th attacks, United Airlines would have to file for bankruptcy in December of 2002. United Airlines would have to make extreme decisions and have to save costs in order to keep its company financially afloat and alive. The company was forced to issue job cuts, lower seat capacity, and the removal of numerous flight routes, all to help reduce costs during a fruitless period of revenue. After about 10 years of low business throughout the early 2000s, United Airlines would merge with the Continental Airlines. At the time, this was just a merging, so this would allow for more flight routes to be available towards customers, ensuring more flights, and therefore it would generate more revenue towards the company. This merging proved to be extremely successful for both companies and would later evolve into them merging into United Airlines solely under that name. After this, in 2011, United Airlines would continue its dominance and regain its former glory, becoming one of the staples and most trusted flights in America. Of the situations and problems that United Airlines faced in its history, one of the most prominent problems was the acquisition of international travel routes. United needed legal and efficient ways to help connect itself with other parts of the world, and that couldn't be done without acquiring these travel routes. The airline must purchase a currently occupied route. That owner of that route must be willing to give up its rights for the route, as it cannot be shared directly between two competing companies. With Pan American Airways going bankrupt, this allowed to give United Airlines the opportunity to help acquire 3 massive trade routes within the span of 10 years, which helped expanded itself internationally. But the other big situation and problem that United faced in its history was the aftermath of the September 11th attacks. The amount of fear and pandemonium and paranoia with flying severely impacted the trustworthiness of United Airlines. This resorted to many operations having to be made, such as employee layoffs, the selling of travel routes, and reduced seating capacity to help keep the company alive. They needed to reduce numerous amounts of costs so that way the company could be financially viable to see the next year. 2 concepts from the lecture notes can be applied to the following situations with United Airlines. As discussed in the 2000s, United Airlines used a global strategy to help reduce costs within the company to help provide increased efficiency in the business. The emphasis on lower costs and better efficiency and the sacrifice between responsiveness and local requirements helped improve the overall efficiency and speed and delivery of service United Airlines was capable of giving during this pressing time. Another concept learned from class that could be applied to United Airlines would be external forces. External forces can be directly applied to the events of September the 11th, as this was a complete external force out of the control of United Airlines, and it severely impacted the overall business and market of the traveling industry. United Airlines had to learn how to maneuver with this newfound fear and this newfound impact of this external force. They had to learn how to recuperate, keep costs low, and eventually rehabilitate its image, and eventually become a trusted flight adversary once again. Overall, United Airlines has become a fantastic company and has maintained a strong grip over the traveling industry. Bringing in an annual revenue of $13.6 billion, they've done more than improve on what they used to be. Their overall reach in terms of international expansion has maintained consistency, as they do nearly 5,000 flights per day across 5 different continents. They fly its passengers to over 210 destinations across the globe, 120 of which are outside of the United States. In my opinion, United have successfully reached internationally, expanded well over, and have maintained a great reputation, overall quality of service, and overall quality inside the traveling industry.